from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Friday, April 17th, 2015. I'm Ann Gownley. An ambulance was called to Valley Elementary Middle School this morning, and district officials say protocols were put in place and the situation has been resolved. Today, Superintendent of Schools for the Hazleton Area School District, Dr. Frances Antonelli, and Chairperson of School Nurses, Ellen McBride, held a press conference this morning. The pair wanted to inform the public as much as they could on the situation at Valley Elementary Middle School. However, due to the HIPAA laws, they are unable to tell us exactly what happened, but informed us that the situation was immediately rectified.
An incident was presented to us this morning at approximately 7:30 a.m. at the Valley Elementary Middle School. When incidents occur, we have a crisis team trained in each and every school. The crisis team did in fact respond with the appropriate protocols to address this particular incident. Those protocols were followed fully and effectively, and we are confident that the incident has not only been addressed but has been brought to a successful resolution.
Dr. Antonelli said the incident did not originate in the building or on school property.
We reacted and responded with trained personnel following established procedures.
Every single one of our nurses is on this crisis team, as are administrators and security nuts. So if it becomes a medical issue, if a student comes in a medical crisis, they are more than well equipped to handle it. They know what to do, who to call, and where to get that child immediately so that, so that there's no further damage.
And I think parents need to be reassured that we have well-trained staff in place in each and every building with well-established procedures and protocols to deal with a variety of incidents. And they have to be safe and secure in knowing that their children are, in fact, very safe and secure in all of our buildings.
Dr. Antonelli said the district did need to call emergency personnel.
If the incident and the protocol to respond to that incident requires involvement of emergency personnel, that's precisely what we do. And in this particular case, again, emergency personnel were called and were involved. Parents have to feel confident, and they have to know that with the trained personnel, the training that our personnel undergo, and the protocols we have in place, that their children are absolutely safe and secure in each and every one of our buildings.
Although the district, under HIPAA laws, cannot discuss with the public what exactly took place this morning at Valley Elementary Middle School, he was able to say that the district handled it to the best of their ability and were able to have the situation under control and taken care of. Another shooting in the city of Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre police are currently investigating a shooting at an apartment building on Monroe Street. Police arrived on location around 10:30 Friday morning. The victim, who was shot in the torso at least once, was inside the apartment. He was transported to a local hospital. A shotgun and other weapons were removed from the apartment by police and detectives. The condition of the victim is still unknown. Chief of Police Robert Hughes said they are unsure at this time if the shooting is accidental. 2 witnesses were taken back to the police station for questioning. Anyone with information is asked to call Wilkes-Barre Police at 570-286-8106. A Pittsburgh man was arrested yesterday for robbing a liquor store on April 3rd. 42-year-old Pedro Ewings held up the wine and spirit store at Wilkes-Barre Township Marketplace. He brandished a handgun and told the clerk to empty the cash register. He then fled on foot and got into a brown Mercury sedan driven by an unknown individual. Police lifted Ewings' fingerprints at the crime scene. He was taken into custody and charged with a felony count of robbery, 2 felony counts of firearm charges, and misdemeanor counts of retail theft. He was arraigned by District Judge Robert Tupper and taken to the Luzerne County Prison for lack of $30,000 bail. A preliminary hearing is scheduled for April 28th. West Hazelton police arrested a Hazel Township man after making a routine traffic stop. According to police, 23-year-old Robert Eugene Lee is facing charges related to possession of narcotics and drug paraphernalia. Police say during the traffic stop for a faulty lighting equipment, officers developed probable cause to search the vehicle. Inside, police found drugs and paraphernalia. Once the search was completed, Lee was arrested and charged. The woman who set fire to Lantern Lane in Cunningham was sentenced to 14 to 28 years behind bars, and after state superior court ruling, her sentence will be upheld. 46-year-old Gail Schneider was convicted on 5 counts of arson and 1 count each of reckless burning and criminal mischief. Schneider set fire to Lantern Lane on Main Street back on September 5th of 2010 in Cunningham. Luzerne County Judge David Lupus sentenced Schneider when a jury found her guilty after a 7-day trial. Schneider challenged the conviction and the sentence, stating that prosecutors introduced improper evidence and argued that the evidence did not support the conviction or the sentence she was handed. In a 36-page opinion filed on Thursday, Schneider's sentence was upheld, stating that they could not find any abuse that occurred during the trial and added that the sentence was not excessive. Schneider will continue her 14 to 28-year sentence at a state prison. The Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry released its unemployment report for March of 2015. Pennsylvania's unemployment rate has increased by 0.1% in March, bringing the total to 5.3%. PA's civilian labor force has increased by 2,000 in March, while residential employment was down 5,000. The private and public sectors both declined in February, with the largest decrease being in education and healthcare services. Construction jobs showed the biggest increase. The state's unemployment rate was down by 0.8 percentage points from March of 2014. The national rate declined by 1 point over the past year. Time now for a first look at our forecast. It looks like it's going to be the nicest weekend we've seen in quite some time. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with the details on our weekend forecast. Joe?
Yeah, it definitely looks pretty nice across our viewing area as we head into this weekend. Looks like one of the nicest weekends we've had for quite some time. Traffic cameras right now looking pretty good, moving along quite nicely. And, things are going to continue to look pretty nice across our area as we head into this evening and as we head through the overnight hours. And we're not going to have to worry about any type of travel problems out there. Satellite and radar, really nothing to show you. A few clouds here and there, but that pretty much is about it. So what can we expect this weekend? I'll let you know coming up in a few.
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, details on a new recycling program in our area. Plus, a look at this year's Helping Hand Society Telethon. That and much more coming up here on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News, Greater Hazelton's only local news broadcast, with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Kristen Bazinski, weather with Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
All Care Home Care, the health care that you need in the comfort and privacy of your own home.
At All Care Home Care, our caring and compassionate staff of skilled nurses, occupational, speech, physical therapists, dietitian, social worker, and home health aides will give you the professional care you need. Call 459-3002.
With All Care Home Care, you will feel so much better and be able to do so much more.
Remember, it's still your choice. For your care, call us and we'll be there.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Tennyson's Incorporated Machine Shop in Hazelton and Whitehaven. They specialize in automotive, industrial, and small engine parts. If you want reliability and quality, go to Tennyson's. Call them at 570-455-7761 or in Whitehaven, 570-443-9513.
Today, Hazelton Mayor Joe Yannuzzi and leaders from 9 other communities came together to announce that they will be joining forces for a free recycling event. WYLN's Gary Perna has more.
10 municipalities are teaming up for a free recycling day at Brenner's Recycling in Hazleton on Saturday, May 2nd from 9 to 1. Today, representatives from Brenner's and the municipalities gathered together to announce this great venture.
People can just come here and we will unload their vehicles for them. They can bring us anything with a plug. It's a short serve. If it has a plug on the end of it, we'll take it.
Paul Brenner is the president of Brenner's Recycling and said this is a great idea to rid the streets of electronics just thrown by the wayside.
So all of us don't have to drive down the highways and the streets around towns, around all these villages and towns, and see the stuff along the side of the street. Because, quite honestly, we can all agree that when you see it, we all get upset, but nobody's going to stop the car and pick it up and put it in their trunk, and it just lays on the street. So basically, this is a place and a time that we can help solve this problem. And if we have to do it twice a year, we'll be happy to do it twice a year.
Hazleton Mayor Joe Iannuzzi said the city did a program like this last year and thought, why not get the other municipalities involved?
There is a demand here, and it is a good thing to have some of these smaller communities have a spot where they can bring the electronics. We had it here last year, and it's true. You drive in, the guys are here, they take stuff right out of your car. I mean, you don't even have to get out. Some people get out just to tell them which ones to take out of the car, but most just drive up, they haul it out, throw it in the bins, and you drive out. The group he has that's doing the recycling is a good group.
Residents that live in Hazleton, West Hazleton, Hazel Township, Black Creek Township, Foster Township, Sugarloaf Township, Beaver Meadows, Cunningham, Freeland, and McAdoo can bring small appliances, stereos, washer, dryers, stoves, computers, printers, mice, keyboards, scrap metal, and auto batteries to Brenner's. Now, if you have a TV, computer monitors, refrigerators, or air conditioners to recycle, there are some conditions to follow.
And the conditions are on air conditioners or refrigerators, for example. We're fine with them, but we have to make sure that the refrigerant is evacuated before we can take them. TVs, there will be a drop-off fee for televisions. Monitors will direct the people to go to Staples because Staples has a program with their national, their national organization. They will take them free of charge. Now, the only TVs that will be free of charge are the LEDs. If they are the flat screens, there won't be a charge to drop those off. And it's going to be, like I said, from 9 to 1. And
Again, the Free Recycling Day will be held on Saturday, May 2nd from 9 until 1 at Brenner's Recycling on South Wyoming Street in Hazleton. With all the municipalities from Luzerne, Schuylkill, and Carbon County getting together for this event, it's going to be one of the largest recycling events of its kind in our area. So make sure you bring all those recycled items we mentioned in this story here to Brenner so they do not end up on our streets in our communities. In Hazleton, for WILN News, I'm Gary Perna.
Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. That and much more coming up. Stay tuned.
A winning smile. It's not the secret to success, but it sure helps. Protect your smile by visiting Dr. Weiss for complete dental services. Dr. Weiss offers a full-service denture laboratory on premises, offering dentures in one day. 3 dentists, 4 hygienists, and a team of caring technicians and assistants specializing in quality dentures and repairs, complete general dentistry, extractions, cleaning, and caps. Dr. Weiss, where you can have new dentures in one day.
The Helping Hand Society's annual telethon will be held Saturday, April 25th, live from the Laurel Mall in Hazleton and broadcast on WILN TV 35. Enjoy local and regional entertainment all day Saturday from noon until 11 p.m. The Helping Hand Society telethon live from the Laurel Mall in Hazleton on WILN TV 35.
Penn State is right here in the Hazleton area.
We're top ranked by corporate recruiters.
We have 4-year degrees, so you can finish here or at another Penn State campus.
There's new scholarship money available.
And there's no application fee when you visit here.
Penn State Hazleton.
Download your application fee waiver at psu.edu/visit-hazleton.
All right, not a bad day across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. We had the warm conditions. In fact, looking overhead, we have sunshine mixed with some clouds. Overall, this weekend shaping up to be very nice across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Onto the map for today. And, you know, a little bit earlier, we had a little bit of some rain showers across our area, but the good news is they cleared out quite nicely. And that paves the way for a pretty darn nice looking weekend across all of our viewing area. Here's a look at our live 35 SkyCast Doppler, and you can see for yourself that things are shaping up to be very nice indeed across our area, and things will continue to be nice as we go into both Saturday and Sunday. Lively high tire conditions, 64 degrees, and since the midnight hour we picked up 0.04 of an inch of precipitation. Temperature-wise, 66 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 63 Mount Pocono, 71 in Williamsport, 68 degrees in State College. Up in the Wyoming Valley area from Nanticoke, Wilkes-Barre, Kingston, and Lehman, your temperatures holding in the upper 60s to near 70 degrees. Satellite and radar, things pretty nice across the northeast. Not the case as you head down toward the south, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. Some precipitation, but we're going to stay on the dry side of things as we head through tonight. And as we head into tomorrow and as we head into our Sunday, it is looking like it will be pretty nice across our area. How nice, you might ask? Here's a look at the numbers tonight, dropping into the 40s. As we go into tomorrow, we're going to be up into the upper 60s, lower 70s, and then we drop into the 30s as we head into tomorrow night and Sunday morning. So for our Saturday, it does look pretty nice. It will be warm. It will be dry, looking very nice, extremely nice for the Penn State blue-white game. For those of you heading to Beaver Stadium, you know what? Probably want to wear that sunscreen because you very easily can get burnt for this time of year. Picture perfect weather. And even as we start going into our Sunday and then by the ending part of April, it looks like the weather is going to be a little bit unsettled. Here's a look at our extended forecast. And here's what I'm looking for over the next several days. 66 for tomorrow, 60 for Sunday, some showers for Monday, and some scattered showers as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And then it gets cooler. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers: a pick 2, 46, a pick 3, 782, and the pick 4, 1344. We'll continue to have more for you coming up after the break.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
The Wiltsey Center is pleased to announce their 5th anniversary birthday gala, Saturday, May 2nd at 6:30 p.m. at the Historic Castle in Hazleton. To begin this celebration, the Mahoney Brothers will present Jukebox Heroes Live, a recreation of many of your favorite rock and roll icons. After the show, continue the celebration with light refreshments, which are included in the price of your ticket. Tickets are on sale now and can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com or Boscov's in Hazleton.
Okay, that's good. What's this? That's a pod. This is Delta Pod 3. Okay, I'll just let you know.
On April 25th, the Helping Hand Society will hold its annual telethon at the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township. Tonight, a look at what the organization has in store for next weekend's telethon. The Helping Hand Society was founded in 1924 and is a nonprofit organization that serves children with special needs and their families. They provide educational and therapeutic services from birth to school-aged children. On April 25th, the 32nd annual Helping Hand Society Telethon will be underway to raise money in order to fund these specific programs. Mary Beth Cook is the executive director and was there as the teachers were helping the young children practice for their big day.
Love for the public to see our children and how well they're doing and their songs.
But when they're sleeping at 11 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night, we still want the public to see them at our telethon. So we decided this year to tape them. They will be live at the Laurel Mall during the day and early evening. But this way, you can see them later on, too. So it's just our way of saying goodnight at the end of the telethon. We have some surprises, so I hope everyone tunes in or comes out to the Laurel Mall.
Cook says this telethon is a big help for the organization, which helps children grow and exceed in school.
The telethon is really how we survive. It's a major, major part of our funding, and it's our way of saying thank you to the public and all the wonderful people that have done things throughout the year and raised money. It's a way to show off our beautiful children and how far they've come. It's a way to show off our beautiful, talented staff and the lovely parents and grandparents and guardians of the children. It's a feel-good day. It's a lot of work, but it's just a wonderful, wonderful day, and it's about love and working together, and it's showing what Helping Hands is all about.
Over the past few weeks, the teachers have been helping the students with their routines and songs that they will be performing at the telethon. Cook says over time, the students have learned to work as a team.
It just goes to show how well these children are progressing. Like some of the children, they'll come in at the beginning of the year, they're backward, shy, they don't want to talk, and now they rehearse a couple songs in a week and they're like professionals. So, and again, we have typical children here, we have special needs children here, so it's a mix, and you can't tell one from the others because they work together, they play with each other, they have a great time, and that's what we do.
This year's telethon will be filled with excitement for all those who attend the 11-hour-long event at the mall and for those who watch it live on WYLN on April 25th.
To our beautiful city of Hazleton and all the surrounding areas, to all those dedicated supporters of Helping Hands Society, to our board of directors, to CHIPS, and all the people and the staff and parents, children that work together to make this place what it is.
For everyone who helps out with the telethon and those who work with the students each and every day, Cook says she wanted to personally thank them for all their hard work over the many years.
A lot of wonderful entertainment, some surprises. We might have a couple visitors that the children will like. We have face painting, we have a jewelry station. Elson Jewelers will be there. The children can make bracelets. We're going to have Famous Salon and Spa. She'll be out there doing, I believe she's doing manicures and things like that. So there's tons of things out there and some surprise guests, which I can't say.
Again, the 32nd annual Helping Hands Society Telethon will be held on Saturday, April 25th at the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township from 12 noon until 11 p.m. WYLN will also broadcast the telethon live, so if you are unable to head up to the Laurel Mall on April 25th and would still like to donate, you can watch it live right here and only here on WYLN. For more information on the Helping Hands Society, you may log on to helpinghandsociety.com. Coming up next, we'll hear from Eric D. Baradinas, who's live in State College for the Blue and White game. Stay tuned.
Your home should be filled with the ingredients that most inspire you. And let relaxed sophistication fill the air and the walls around it. Find beautiful cabinetry, finishes, and details that capture your personal style. Craft-Made. It becomes you.
Call, click, or visit your local Craft-Made dealer today.
Join WYLN News for two very special mayoral debates. On Monday, April 27th from 7 till 8 p.m., the Republican candidates for Hazleton Mayor, Mayor Joe Iannuzzi and Councilman Jeff Cassatt, with post-debate analysis immediately afterwards. And then on Wednesday, April 29th from 7 till 8 p.m., the Democratic candidates, Councilman Jack Mundy and Grace Cuso, will face off in debate with analysis immediately following. WYLN, we're your local network.
outside of Beaver Stadium, where tomorrow fans will get their first glimpse of the 2015 Penn State Nittany Lions. The saying goes, it's not how you start, but how you finish. Well, last season, Penn State started strong with a 4-0 record and ended with a thrilling Pinstripe Bowl victory. It was the middle of the season that plagued the Nittany Lions, but James Franklin is looking to build consistency and familiarity within the program that they hope brings a lot of excitement this season. Year one of spring practice in the James Franklin era was spent on players getting to know the coaches and coaches getting to know the players. The change is evident in year two.
They may not see it, and even the individual coaches may not see it, but I do. Looking at it from 50,000 feet and watching all the drills and watching all the competition, I'm just so impressed. The Nittany Lions have established more continuity, gotten stronger, and have the ability to look at specific mistakes under Franklin's system that they hope to avoid making again.
This is the situation, and this is exactly where we were at last year against Illinois. Offense, you want to end the game on your terms, controlling your own fate, controlling your own destiny. Defense, we're trying to get off the field and get the ball back to our offense. So the defense is, and go through the whole thing. So I think whenever you can point back to a specific example, it carries more weight.
There are questions with the Nittany Lions as with any team. Franklin recognizes that depth on the offensive line, tight end, and running back positions are concerns in the spring. And who steps up for departed All-American linebacker Mike Hall.
I don't think you're gonna replace Mike Hull's production as a player or Mike Hull's presence. It's not with one person. It's going to be a combination of people that fill that role. And in some ways, I feel better about that. I've been on teams where one guy was the heart and soul of the offense, defense, or special teams, and then if that guy's out, everybody's looking around lost. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, we'll preview a player that could replace Mike Hull, and he hails from District 2. We'll also talk about several other local northeastern Pennsylvania connections on this Nittany Lions team. As Joe Garbacik said earlier in the newscast, absolutely beautiful here outside of Beaver Stadium right now, and it's expected to be the same tomorrow. 4 p.m. kickoff for the annual Blue-White game here at Penn State. Outside of Beaver Stadium, I'm Eric DeBardinis for WYLN Sports.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
Well, look at these temperatures. Pretty impressive. We got 60s across the northeast. Elsewhere, temperatures holding near 70 degrees. And it's looking pretty nice out there this weekend. Here's a look at our radar. And there was a couple of sprinkles around before, a shower or two around. And that was, again, earlier in the morning especially. But then after that, things cleared out nicely. And things are shaping up to be very nice across our area as we head into this upcoming weekend. And speaking of the weekend, here's a look at what it looks like over the next 7 days. And hey, it does look pretty good as we go into our Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday a couple of showers and gets cooler going into next week.
Everybody keeps saying this weekend is going to be one of the nicest ones.
Yeah.
So
get out and enjoy it. It'll be nice.
Definitely take advantage of it. I want to know, though, I'm going to have to call Eric if he's wearing flip-flops.
I'm sure he is. Flip-flops and shorts.
Why not? Hey, have a good weekend. Enjoy the weather, and we'll see you.